And we are live with another episode of Friday Night Live. We have a star-studded cast. If you are seeing us, go ahead and drop your years of service, the branch of service that you served. But we have Brian, who we recognize. We have Amy that we recognize. But there's three Marines who have literally landed like a combat operation. We have Liz, Alexia, and Barbara with us. Hello, ladies.
Hey. Hello.
What's up, ladies? Welcome
What's
to
up?
Friday Night
It
Live.
it took literally 5 seconds for Amy to pull the microphone out.
Yeah.
Sweet
Always
Jesus.
ready. That's Air Force.
The Air Force is always ready. We thought that the Marine Corps was a force in readiness, but no, Amy is ready with her microphone. We're gonna, as we go through this, we'll have some folks that are kind of popping in. We're live on YouTube. We're live in a few Facebook groups. We're live on Facebook as well, pages. So if you're seeing us from Repreneur, drop in your service and the years you served in your branch of service. If you're coming at us from the VA Claims Insider crew, same thing, drop where you're seeing us at the moment. We got some folks, Liz, you might recognize this lady coming at us from Clubhouse, Miss Carmen Williams, photographer. You may have seen her in one of the Clubhouse rooms. Carmen is in the hizzy. We got some good folks here. Folks are popping in their branches of service. We got Air Force in the house, 02 to 08. Deborah saying hey from Snellville, Georgia. Girl power on FNL. We are completely outnumbered, Brian.
Yes.
Completely outnumbered.
I surrender.
We're just gonna go ahead and hide now and find a way to just. What do we do? I need some reinforcement. I'll bring in Legend Cam. You see him? He's there. Oh, there he is, right there. We got Leggy. He's not really helping right now. He's taking a break, so there's that part.
He's a force multiplier.
He's a force multiplier. We'll kind of go back. Oh, wait a second. We got the Marines are in the building, so we got Hiram, New Jersey, USMC 91 to 97, Semper Fi, and a Ura for my Marines in the house. Look at that right there. Do you guys recognize this for the Marines? You probably can't see it too well. Let me focus it a little better. That is the Marine Corps University Foundation. Yes.
I feel like you strategically put my name there to hide my Air Force logo.
That was specific. I specifically made a point to not zoom in on the shirt too much because it's really about the service.
That's right. We're seeing too much of that Air Force. Can you move her name over a little bit?
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Air Force is representing tonight.
But we have to kind of get right to it today. We're going to talk about a few different things. Notably, we're going to talk with Liz, Alexia, and Barbara very quickly. You see the title, Operation Texas Relief. We got a fun-packed evening today for you veterans out there. So I would suggest tag somebody, share it, make sure they see this. But as the title shows, there's a few things that we're doing. Liz reached out. We had a one-on-one highlight of what she's doing with her podcast, Latina. She served. Amazing interview. And then Liz called me the next day. Alexia, Barbara, you've known Liz for a little bit, so I'm sure you guys can chime in here in a second. The very next day, she's like, hey, DP, I read the news and stuff's getting pretty crazy down there in Texas. I'm in Northern Virginia. So am I. We're literally like 20 minutes away from each other. I'm going to go get a U-Haul truck and we're going to just drive down to Texas and drop some supplies. What do you think? I said, sounds great to me. Let me spin up the teams, get the choppers rolling, put a PR release, put some blog stuff. We literally put a whole thing together. And I'm saying this because of what's happened in the past 24 hours. We literally went ahead and got, the whole team spun up. We put a blog post that we're going to share and kind of show where you guys can find it. So if you go to veteransnetwork.club, you will see the blog that has specifically our the Operation Texas Relief ground Paws on the ground. So long story short, Liz says, hey, I'm going to do something. I said, great, let's support you. We put a blog together, we share on socials, we do a quick video. Fast forward, everybody's sharing stuff. People are Venmoing money to be able to get supplies because we were going to go a little bit later. She was going to go later. We moved it to this weekend. Liz is literally driving a truck with Alexia and Barbara, which I'll let them talk about that a little bit. I want to know who was in charge of talking to and to who. But they're literally taking a truck, they're driving down, and then literally, what was it? An hour and a half ago, we got off a impromptu interview with local news here in the northern DMV area where it was like, hey, Liz, let's jump on a quick interview with the news station. And she's like, what? What the heck is happening? I'm like, I don't know. Just get in Zoom. Let's go. Alexia, Barbara, what is going on? What are you guys trying to do this weekend? Liz has dragged you into amazing work. Ladies, tell us about what you're doing.
So we actually met through social media in a way. Liz and I, we saw that we were both from Peru, and one of the questions were like in the female page asked, where are you from originally? And that's how we met. And once we met, we kind of like linked up. Like we have another friend, unfortunately cannot make it, and all Latinas all served in Marine Corps, and we all have the passion for traveling and connecting with people. So we never let go of the Marine Corps. It's our main bond. And then after that, the Latinas and the fact that we just have a lot of we like to help the community. So actually it was completely her idea. Liz is very random, and she will tell us out of nowhere, like, hey, let's do this, let's do that. Like, we always have like a plan for every weekend. We work, obviously we go to school, we strive to be better in our way, and we push each other, again, to help the community, to help each other out and help our families. And this was 100% her idea, but because of the situation right now that we can telework, why not? And, a lot of people asked me when I was posting about it, she was posting, Barbara was reposting, everybody was like, why are you doing it? Like, what, like, do you have family? I don't have family in Texas. I don't. And at the beginning I was like, it's snow, it snows here in Virginia, but it has never, impact Texas the way that it's impacting them right now. So the fact that we have the time, we have the availability, we have the, resources financially, thank God. And then that we have the help from other people like you guys and everybody else that is like supporting her, sending money through Venmo, that we're so grateful for. It's like, what's so wrong about giving your time to help other people, people that need your help? So it was an easy answer. The answer was yes. And it was kind of like, what days? And she gave us the days. It was actually supposed to be next weekend.
Yes, it was supposed to be next weekend. So, full disclaimer: this is the firecracker that is Liz. I'm over here on my side, like, hey, my team's like, what are you doing? I'm like, hey, drop what you're doing. We're doing this stuff. We're supporting them. Right. They're like, here goes DP and some weird thing again. I'm like, trust me, it'll work out. It's great. So Liz is like, hey, we're gonna do this thing, and I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Next thing you know, I'm like, hey, Liz, don't you think that waiting till the first might take too long? She's like, that's a good idea. We leave this weekend. I'm like, whoops.
And we were like, oh, it's this weekend. We're like, it's still not a problem. We're still gonna make it happen. We were texting each other. We have a group chat, and again, we support each other, and we understand what it is that motivate like all of us. And she definitely thrives more. She's the one that is kind of like pushing us to be more open about, helping others and whatnot. And again, everybody is like a blessing for each other in a different way. We support each other again, so we can support, and that's what we're doing.
No, I think it's amazing. Again, where I think that this is one of those instances where preparation meets opportunity and time, right? You have to almost literally have a background. Tell those that are watching, this might seem like, hey, 3 Marine veterans are just saying what's like a road trip, but Liz has done this before. Tell us about Flint, because people need to know that this is not out of character for Liz to do some amazing things and kind of step up to the challenge.
So when I used to work on the Hill, I actually sat in the hearings when the whole Flint, Michigan water crisis was happening. And I'll never forget this woman who was holding her baby's bottle, and it was full of soot and dark, gooey material. And I'm like, this is what the people of Flint, Michigan are drinking. This is all they have. And that just didn't sit well with me. And so that weekend, I reached out to my community in Cleveland. So I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and they all said yes. And all of my friends that were business owners in Cleveland held up water donations positions and spots all over Cleveland. And I called my best friend. I was like, hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Let's go. Like, road trip to Flint, Michigan. And so I drove from, again, Northern Virginia to Cleveland. I had picked up all the waters, and I had like about 2,000 cases of water. And then me and my friend Samantha, we drove to Flint, and we went to a water drop-off location, and there were cars lined up with people who need water. And that always stays with me, like, how we need water to survive, and hearing that people from Texas don't have the basic necessities, that's heartbreaking. And like Alexia said, like, if we have the ability to help, why not? Like, let's do something about it.
No, and I think that's what's really was to me impactful and supportive, or something that I wanted to get behind and really just help out, because we need more people to do more stuff. Some of the things that we talked about in the news segment that they did with us, that we did right today, me and Liz, was talking about just what really is happening in the world, and us as veterans being able to actually do something. Again, you see the shirts. I might not be showing Amy so much, but we may be disabled, we may have service dogs, but we can still do something. Our voice has power. Our ability to find 3 amazing Marine female veterans who can jump in a U-Haul truck, pack it up, and make it move is something that's possible and can happen. I'm bringing in Nayeli as well. She actually is in Texas, so she's going to be our resident, almost kind of like, Nelly, what's going on the ground? You may not be in the element right now, showing all the stuff that's going on, but we do have Nayeli also with us. So, boop, Nayeli's in the room. You're in Texas. We have ladies in Texas. It's a whole... Wait a second. The numbers just completely went against us now. Now we have Nayeli, we got Amy, we got Liz, Alexia, and Barbara. Oh, Lord. So, Nayeli, how's it been in Texas? You're there yourself right now, obviously. Give us a little bit of kind of, just the newness and what's happening.
Hi, everyone. First of all, we don't do snow in Texas. We are okay with 110 degrees, but negative, whatever it got to, we don't do that well at all. And I know, like, the social media jokes that we can handle it, but literally our infrastructure is not made for this, like nothing. So which was the big issue with the power grid. Nothing was winterized, and here we are. Luckily, I was blessed to not be affected by the power outages. My parents, sister, they were affected by the power outages. My sister hadn't had power since Monday about 2 a.m. She got power, Friday? She got power yesterday. My parents had water as well today. So my sister, my brother had been showering at my house. The only thing that we were impacted by was frozen pipes for a day, about half a day. We didn't have water throughout the house. So that was as far as it went. To groceries, we tried to go out and get groceries. Unfortunately, I didn't prepare well there because DoorDash. So the groceries, we tried grocery shopping Wednesday, and my husband was like, there is nothing. I can't find anything. It's gone, and what is available can't be sold because it's not refrigerated. The stores lost power, they had no water. Even going to a drive-through, it's like, we may have a little bit of a menu, but we have no drinks because there's no water. So everything coming back online. People have been out of their homes for days. It's just been a complete chaos here. We're under a boil water restraints still. And it's like, boil your water, but no power. How do we boil our water? So people who depend on like electric stoves, you can't boil water. So it's definitely been crazy last couple of days. Again, luckily I wasn't severely affected by it, but like I said, my family has been. But yeah.
So, ladies, you're taking a drive. I know your time is a little bit limited because you're literally going to continue to prepare. But I wanted to just bring attention to where folks can get information to support what we're doing. As you see here, Operation Texas Relief, Paws on the ground. You'll see Liz and her service dog here, as well as myself and my service dog, Veterans Network, supporting Liz and her organization and what she's doing on her side, which again, I think it's admirable. So here you have the ability to find her information where she's at. Leave no pause behind, USA.com. The Venmo information is here. And again, the reason that you see that we're using Venmo and we don't have necessarily a Kickstarter campaign is because timeliness. Obviously, they're literally hitting the road Sunday. So initially, the thought was to have Amazon lists and do certain things to be able to put that together, but it's not realistic if literally you're packing Sunday. So by Venmoing information here to her, Liz.Hensel, you'll find that here. Again, veteransnetwork.club. If you go to the blog section, that's where you'll be able to find her. We'll also have it in the links, and we'll have it in the description updated here after this is done for folks to find it. But Liz, and team, what are some things that you would like to share, I guess, for those that are out there watching, as far as, you know, to support the things that you all are doing?
If you're in the Northern Virginia area, I'm actually driving around tomorrow to pick up some donations. A couple of families have reached out to me saying, hey, I have blankets, I have pet food, cat litter, because, you know, we forget about our little fur baby sometimes. So I definitely want to bring awareness to that as well. So if you're in the Northern you want me to pick up some items from you, I will be more than happy to do that. Connect with me via social media. All of my information is on the blog post that DP mentioned. And then Venmo, we're doing our big Costco run tomorrow. That's packing up on the water, pet food, and blankets, batteries as well. So, you know, and if you can't support, that's okay. Share the message. And if you can, or you're in a position to take action, go ahead and take action.
Awesome. Ladies, before you guys head out, again, we got some support coming to you guys from chat. So Carmen, again, is sharing some support and love. So see her saying hello. She's a photographer. She's been in Clubhouse as well, so she's part of the team. We got Hiram here supporting you from the Marine Corps side of the house. Manuel's in the building, U.S. Army, retired from Ohio. Roger Fuller's in the house. Ohio. Yeah. Let's see. Roger's laughing a little bit at us. He is in upstate New York in snowy Fort Drum. He's like, I was born in the snow, Nayeli. What are you talking about?
Yes.
D. Wade is also in attendance here. We got power back in Texas. Well, at least she did. So literally, this is stuff that's affecting our community. And again, it's just to be able to put name behind these different things. Liz, you know who this person is. Those we talked about last week. Crayons Ready to Eat, LLC. Alexia, Barbara. If Liz hasn't told you, I'm telling you now. There's a thing called Crayons Ready to Eat, CRE. CrayonsReadyToEat.com. Frank put this whole thing together. They're actual chocolate crayons. It's CREs, not MREs. It's a whole project. We talked about it last week. Needless to say that you have a fellow Marine out there supporting you, literally coming at you with crayons, figuratively and literally. We got, let's see, the Army's in the house, 09 to 16 with Carmen. We got Air Power in the house, U.S. Air Force, 06 to 11. We got Jay, my battle buddy. He says he loves the crayons. We got Jerry coming at us, Navy, 66 to 79, retired in North Carolina. We got Marsha and John's in the house. Let's see. We got to bring out Baby Brian. So before you guys leave, we'll bring out Baby Brian.
Yes.
So, because we got to get you guys motivated for the road trip. So Baby Brian will make sense here in a second. Travis, you've seen him, Liz, in some of the rooms in the chat house. Travis, he's one of our community members as well. So he's saying hello. The special is going to air on Monday, actually. I think they might shift it. CBS DC Metro. I think they may have a time slot change, but we'll have that information as well posted for folks to take a look at. Lisa's also showing your Facebook page, Leave No Pause Behind USA on Facebook for those that want to support and find that information. Eric Ranks is in the house saying hello from YouTube World. Frank is saying, Liz, Alexia, Barbara, you three are awesome. Semper Fi, crayon eaters. And soon you will have crayons to eat. We got Richard, U.S. Navy, 1980 to 2006. Carmen is basically agreeing with Nayeli that you are done for with this snow. You cannot survive the cold right now.
We cannot.
Eric is giving you some animal support, ladies, pretty much by way of a bunch of emojis with different ways. D. Wade, who's in Texas, is saying, please drive safely. Again, to donate the Venmo app at Liz Hensel is where you'll be able to find that information there as well. Again, we'll have that into the website that we've listed. Cub Scouts 82 from Heath. He's Army as well, but I love the fact that he has the Cub Scout piece. Let me find baby Brian, and we will let you ladies not get held up too much by us. But there's a quick story that I just want to tell you. There was a man named Brian. He tends to have a bad shoulder, so the way that this all happened was we noticed that one time we had some intro music going on, and he was showing us the moves, and it was cool, but then we realized, like, man, back in the day, I'm pretty sure that Brian was a dancing machine, and sure enough, we actually did find out that he was a dancing machine, so we were able to find a clip of him back in the day. So we're going to bring in baby Brian to help out Brian with his moves. So baby Brian is going to hang out right here next to you ladies. And we will go ahead and get baby Brian going. If you notice, it's going to go right to rhythm, which is hilarious.
Just another sunny day. Southern California.
It's on the shoulder. That's what it is.
It's where the people came to play. Don't let them transform you. Oh. Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven.
If you notice, baby Brian and senior Brian have the same moves, but he just was a little more limber on when he was a baby. But it's the same shoulder. It's the left one. The right one has been service connected for like the past X amount of years.
Yeah, I don't have quite the same moves anymore.
But ladies, honestly, thank you for what you're doing. I think it's admirable. We literally are blessed to be able to support you. From us to you all. Obviously, Liz called and said, hey, we want some support, and we wanted to support you all. So Liz, you and I will link up tomorrow. We'll take some pics and kind of get some things kind of going, and you guys are documenting your journey, so we'll be sharing that as well on our channels for the rest. But any parting words, Amy, Nayeli, Brian, for the ladies before they head on out?
Just God
Be
bless
safe.
you. Great work. Yeah, safe travels and great work.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you for what you do. We appreciate it.
And there's the microphone. Literally, we have it's a whole thing. So
The whole thing.
But that being said and done, I really, like I said, appreciate you ladies just for stepping up and just being yourselves. I think this is what makes us unique. It's the ability to coordinate, network, and make things happen very quickly. So, I would say that you ladies exemplify truly the service that you served. I think as Marines, you all know that the Marine Corps, as it stands, has always been a force ready, and moving, right? The nation's 911, all the things we talk about the Marine Corps being able to kind of mobilize quickly and move. So literally, you guys have kept that even post-service of being able to just be ready to roll, literally. And we're happy and blessed to be able to serve and support you all as you are doing what you're doing. So more to follow, but thank you ladies for hopping on and sharing a little bit about us. Again, everyone, veteransnetwork.club in the blog section, you'll find information about what they are doing. Jerry has a good point. Jerry, yes, we are actually going to have that. So how about some Instagram from Texas? They're documenting the whole thing. So this is not a secret. The cat is out the bag. We know about it. We are invested in it. We want to know about it. So a lot of that more to come. But thank you, ladies, for being here. I'll let you guys have any last parting thoughts for the crowd. But outside of that, I appreciate y'all.
So we'll be documenting our journey through the Leave No Paws Behind USA Instagram page. So follow our stories there. And, thank you, DP, for the support. Like he mentioned, I literally called him yesterday at like 8 a.m. And I'm like, hey, have this thing. He was like, hey, let's do it. And, the girls here, they were in it from the beginning. I know. From the beginning. Laura. Yes. I can't remember. She's being...
Liz was Ladies, let's go. Group chat. Time to go. To like, oh Lord, I had all the plan of leaving next week, and now we're leaving when? Oh, Dios mío.
That's how it was. So thank you for the community support. Like we feel it. We feel the love. Thank you so much. Thank you, DPE.
Safe travels. We'll be talking soon, ladies.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys. Be safe.
Right.
Bye, guys.
Awesome. Awesome. So, alrighty. So we got, let's see. As they begin to kind of step out, we have Marcus coming on board as well. So Marcus is coming online. So let's get him ready to go. Let's see. Marcus is coming to help Amy. Is that true?
Yes.
We are ready to
Marcus.
roll. Marcus is in the building. Amy, introduce us to Marcus. What is going on, my brother? Amy, take it.
Okay, can we switch the background?
Uh-oh. Are we going there already? Are we already switching?
Let's go there. Let's go there.
Oh, sweet Lord. We just got here and we're already going to karaoke time.
South that quick.
So now wait a second. Prepare us. What's happening? Is it Marcus and Amy doing the karaoke?
No. So I've had a little cough. Wait, let me do a mic. Can Marcus hear us? Can he talk?
Yeah, he should be. He should be ready to go. So, is. Oh, Marcus, I think you're muted on your side of the house. I think we'll give him a second to kind of come on back. But yeah, I'm gonna see. It's out there. Amy and Marcus are singing.
Oh, hold on.
What? What? What's happening?
Okay. So, Marcus is active duty Air Force, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I was stationed with his wife, Sophia. She's dental Air Force, both Air Force. Air Force is in the house.
In strength.
In strength tonight. So once he comes on.
You got some hiring here waiting. He said he wants to sing too.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Come on. And so Marcus does some amazing things on the active duty side, as does his wife. Congratulations to them. They're brand new parents for the second time of a baby boy of 3 weeks. So this is all for D Wade. So
all for D Wade. This is all alrighty. Marcus, can you hear us, brother?
Yes, sir. Can you guys
no, we can hear you loud and clear. But the people want to know something, Marcus. Because you see what it says. It says Marcus and Amy are singing. For the past 4 weeks, we've been waiting for Amy to drop off some lyrics. And I think she did like a WWF and tagged you over to come in. But this is like a tag team event. You can't just be on the sideline hiding.
No,
well, actually, I want to kind of give her all the credit. You know, she's my vocalist coach, so she actually everything I needed to sing today. So everything is all because of her.
Oh no,
that's what's up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. We're having some technical difficulties. Apparently, Amy is polluting the water with lies. Marcus is being held captive. Marcus, blink 2 times if you're being held captive. But no, seriously though. But seriously, Marcus, thank you so much. Thank you so much. What?
Giving the people what they want.
They wanted you to sing, technically.
Right.
That's actually not true. They just said karaoke with Amy. They didn't say by Amy. They said karaoke with.
See, it's all in the words.
But Amy is doing karaoke by proxy with Marcus. Gotcha.
Yep.
But that being yes, tell us exactly what's happening. Why is Marcus here? Like, take it away, Amy.
This is all for D Wade. Happy
what's happening with D Wade?
It's her birthday. Well, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
So, yes. So she said last week that I had to bring it because it's her birthday. So I I'm delivering.
There it is. So we're bringing Marcus singing "Happy Birthday" to D Wade. Marcus, I'm gonna leave it up to you because I am not in the singing business. D Wade, you better pay attention.
All right, D Wade, pay attention. Here we go.
Actually, no, wait. So should we wait until she actually comments that she's tuned in? Because
that she's ready.
Hey, that's the question. D Wade, are you ready?
Are you ready? D Wade, let us know. We need to see it.
We need to know if you are ready. People are saying happy birthday to D Wade in the comments. Danielle Wade, we call her D Wade affectionately. Congrats to you, Marcus, on the addition to the family on the way and so forth. So,
yes.
All right, I think
D Wade's about to claim that her power went out again.
No, she's here. She said thank you. There he is. D Wade is here. Over you, Marcus.
Yes.
And Amy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear D Wade. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, D Wade.
Man, that was pretty. Man, you know what? That gets a horn.
I think you should take Amy's spots every Friday.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just. Thank you so much. Oh, we got family in the house.
Yeah. She's trying to get in here. She wanted to do the duet with us, but
Well, look, but better you and her than you and Amy, because Amy her mic was off.
Yes.
Hey, don't y'all sleep.
D Wade said thank you, Marcus, for yes.
So they're actually going to be moving here to Colorado. Marcus is going to be an instructor, right, at the academy, right, Marcus?
Awesome. So tell us, Marcus, before you so what branch of service? Where are you doing? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm in United. There you go. I'm in the U.S. Air Force. Don't throw that out
Air
there.
Force.
So,
here we go.
Been in about 16 years, and of course, gonna make it. Just waiting to get to the end.
Awesome, brother. No, thank you for your service. Thank you for being here. The comments are appreciating you, Marcus, but now they're waiting for Amy's. So, are you 10? Are you 11? Are you 15? Are you 30? Rendition. So we need Amy to kind of hit us with the remix on her side, but that's awesome. And so you're going to the never-ending cough. So you're going to become an instructor now, you say?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. And where you at located now?
In Minot. Well, actually, I'm in Paris. If you see behind me, but I'm actually in Minot, North Dakota.
Oh, okay. We got one question that came in for you, Marcus. Were you in boot camp with Amy?
Negative.
No.
There's a I don't know how much Amy has told you, but Amy has not ever had a MRE before this year. That's a real fact. 2 episodes ago, Marcus, you gotta help. This is your friend, so I'm gonna put her on the spot now. She has not had an MRE ever. So we had her try an MRE live on this show. It was the best. So she's gonna send you that clip. We're gonna make that probably a standalone clip. Nayeli, we gotta get the fellas to make that a thing. That's the faces, the like all of that.
Oh, gagging too. Huh?
Oh, it was the whole works. She had a water bottle. It was a situation.
Oh wow.
So that's why people are asking because of what was it, Amy?
His wife Sophia, she's dental. Ask her if she's had an MRE. I bet you she hasn't either.
She probably has. Don't put that evil on her.
You ever had an MRE?
Yes, I have it.
She actually has.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Somebody was spoiled.
Are you sure?
Womp.
Oh wow!
This is not going good for you, Amy.
I think Amy was the only one that was in the special training of band camp.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but apparently there was a failure in training. So as you move forward in training and helping others and doing stuff, let us not leave people in this situation. But yeah, that was it was an interesting piece that we had happen. Of course.
Don't bring it up.
What?
Don't bring it up, DP.
What are you talking about?
Oh wow.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You talk about bringing this one up here?
Oh Jesus.
So I'm just we're just showing a still image here so that Marcus gets an idea and sees some stuff. This may or may have not been a little bit of Amy trying for the first time at MRE and trying to decipher how to go about eating said thing. In here, she's praying to every faith in God that you can think about, finding a way of how do I get out of this. Me and Brian, as you can see, we were in Colorado for a team meeting and had a ball literally just seeing her. I'm zooming in just to show the face. She's like, what do I do with this spoon? She's literally right there. Look at that right there. It's not even hot. It was cold. She's fanning herself and the food is cold.
That didn't even have hot sauce in it.
It was literally the best. She had some hot flashes in between. Of course, we're having a grand old time. We wouldn't be friends unless we had a whole zoom in. And she's just like, okay, one more bite and I'm done with this. The whole time we're over there trying to decide what to do with the rest of the MREs. She's in there doing God knows what, trying to make, space and fun time. So she had crackers. She had a whole MRE. It was a whole situation. She trooped it out. She was strong. She survived. She did not die. She's not a statistic. Here she is just saying never, ever again. And then we just start to go in on other two MREs, as you see. We're like, hey, man, it's time for some grubbins.
She like she was on Fear Factor or something. Like it wasn't even that serious.
Look, hey, sometimes you just got to go with it, I guess. But seriously though, we appreciate you coming on and serenading D Wade. She obviously feels special. She feels a little cheated though. Deep down inside, she feels that there was going to be a duet, so you would have had like the you take a part, she takes a part. But we'll get there.
No doubt.
Yes,
Appreciate you guys having me.
Thank you, Marcus.
Appreciate you, Marcus.
Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you for being here.
Yes,
sir.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to come here. I'm so excited.
Awesome. So we are. Man, that was that was like a hard hitting first 40 minutes. We went to, we're moving food, we're doing things. It is literally been one heck of a show. Let's go to some of these comments. We got people in here commenting, saying some amazing stuff. Let's see. Hiram wants the invite.
My question is, how did we get Nayali on here for 2 weeks in a row?
I just told her that we were having a meeting, and next thing you know, she was just like, oh, where's the link to sign in? It was like a mandatory all hands, and next thing you know, she was like, wait a second, I don't think there was a meeting. She got. So the people spoke, and
Amy. That was Amy. Those were disqualified. We had agreed that they did not count. It was all Amy.
Well, no, we did have Frank with like the colors of the crayon, so that did hold some strong weight. So we cannot discount that. So
yeah, right.
There is that part.
Yes.
We have happy birthday messages that have gone out. D Wade, of course, says thank you She also said that yes, she was also ready for Amy to go ahead and hit her with some of the singings as well. Lisa had a mind-blowing experience hearing the actual vocals, so she loved that. Happy birthday messages to D Wade from the team. Beautiful voice. Jay, of course, is saying, hey, that's awesome, but where's Amy's voice in all of this? Mm-hmm. So, you know, we have a little bit of that happening.
That's awesome, but why doesn't Jay come on Friday Night Live?
You can use the link just like Marcus did.
Friday Night Live. We need some kind of commitment that you are going to sing for real this time. If Jay comes online.
That's a good point.
Gotta have some
has your number. Eric even said, Amy, they won't let you live this down week after week. You are stuck. There's gonna be, trust me. What we don't realize is that Amy is actually in the process of getting some camera effects and voiceover equipment. So she's gonna sing and lip sing it, and it's gonna be like one of the horrible lip singing things. So she's been practicing, I think.
I have actually.
Little MRE situation. That was a meal we had this week with no power and water. MREs were the option. Amy, you would have not made it.
Well, they were probably better than the Asian beef strip, though. What did you have, D-Wade? What was the MRE?
DP needs to do a show for 10 ways to cook MREs for Amy.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Let's see. Frank on his side. Just wait 2 weekends. Our face will be a whole lot different when you get some crayons ready to eat.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can't. We're going to have a live tasting of that bad boy. Believe that.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, man. So, hello everybody. How are y'all doing? This is, like I said, a pretty busy show today. Got a lot of stuff done. We got a team mobilizing, going down to Texas, give a high five to Nieli on the way over, and do some good stuff. And then we had a song situation going on. Like, man, it's like we got more done before 10 o'clock than we usually get done all show.
That's right.
I don't know if I like this change of pace.
Yeah, I was thinking before somebody said something about Baby Brian, I was like, wow, we didn't even start with the introduction with Baby Brian.
No, we went right to work because the ladies had things to do and they had to move.
It was time to roll. I mean, we just right out of the gate.
Yeah, they're like, look, we got things to do. We ain't got time to wait. Let's just go ahead and hit it hard and move. And I was like, okay.
Yes. Tell us about your news interview, DP.
Yeah, so it was kind of crazy. We had a great session. We're supporting Liz on her side, what she's doing, and they kind of reached out to us with some of the information that we had out there, and pretty much just said, hey, we'd like to kind of do a quick, blurb on what you guys are doing. And they asked us about what Liz is doing, how that all kind of came together. So they're gonna air it tonight. But breaking news happened, so they're actually gonna air it Monday. Is the last that I heard. But the good thing is, because it's happening Monday, it gives us time to get more images of the truck filled up and all that stuff. Okay. So tomorrow I'm gonna link up with Liz, kind of take some pictures, give it to the local CBS WUSA here in the DMV metro area in DC. So they, it was kind of like two veteran specials. So ironically, both Liz and I have service dogs. She has her organizations of No Paws Left Behind USA, and then on our side with the Veteran Network and the things that we're doing. So it was kind of cool to just kind of impromptu. It was like, hey, can you jump on a Zoom? I'm like, sure. Next thing you know, he's recording and they're asking questions. And I was like, well, there we go. I guess we're rocking and rolling now. So it was pretty cool to kind of jump on that. So that's the a few seconds of fame, I guess, that someone might say. I haven't been able to live it down ever since they reached out and called us.
Celebrity now.
What did you say, Brian, earlier? You said I belong to the people.
Oh, you belong to the public now.
I had a good chuckle with that one. I was just like, oh, all control is definitely lost at this point. But no, I think it's a blessing to be able to serve and just do what we do, at a higher level. It's not, it's about helping others. And, when Liz literally reached out, she was like, hey, this is what we're trying to do. Can you, what do you think? And I said, I think that you should do it. I think that we'll support you. And I called the team up and I was like, hey, let's go ahead and do this. And they were like, sure. We got everything spun up. Lisa got on the machine and did her thing. The team went ahead and did their stuff. We got posts out. We were able to get information out there. So I think it's just cool to be able to just move at the speed that we can move when things like this happen. So I'm pretty appreciative of that.
I mean, that just speaks to the power of the network of veterans, or the Veterans Network. Mm-hmm. Man, when veterans get together and collaborate, things move.
No, I agree. And that's exactly what happened. It was just, literally we spoke yesterday morning about all the stuff that's going on, and it was just literally, just rapid fire. And next thing you know, we have everything out. We're, funds are being distributed. We have our collaboration going on, and then local agencies are reaching out to us. So it's pretty cool just to kind of see it all kind of happen. We do it for the right reason. We don't do it for the fanfare or for the attention. So, I believe that if you plant the seed and do things for the right reasons, all that begins to kind of come around tenfold. So I think it's only fitting at this point, Brian, because we are we've done all the good stuff that we just kind of make a quick transition and go right into the after hour. It's been too much serious stuff. We got to switch it up here. But I think it's cool. It was great to be able to just kind of hold that space and do some amazing things there. And again, Amy, Nayeli, Brian, and team, you guys supporting and let me do what I can do to help and support, I think has been amazing. So I am very grateful. Here is the information. We've talked to Tom Dempsey from CBS, WUSA. We'll have the link for that piece that they're working on. So the running joke, obviously, is, we do these things. We have a 10, 20-minute interview conversation that ends up being like a 5-second, spot. So hopefully they get the good angles of us, talking and not the crazy one where you're like. On to other notes. If you guys see, we got some new swag going on. Look at that. And look at that. That's a DP. No, Amy. No. Nobody wants to see that. No.
We don't want to see that one.
Oh Lord. How
accidentally kick her off.
Yeah, let's go. See, look what I'm doing. I'm literally fading her, and she's a ghost now. She's literally a ghost. I made her a ghost.
Oh wow.
But yeah, we have obviously some new swag. So Jay obviously is there. For those that wanted to see, here's the black version. So we got the white letters on black. Good. Yeah, look at that little
Wait,
bad boy.
I feel like I need my shirt.
You should have your shirt on.
You should. Yeah, exactly. Look at that.
I feel like I need my shirt.
Wow, look at that.
There you go.
Oh, Lord.
There you go.
Sweet
I wouldn't
Lord.
want to wear it either. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Did you hear what you said?
What'd she say?
She said I wouldn't want to wear it either.
Girl.
Girlfriend.
Man.
All control.
That's she's a best friend, not the best friend.
There's a story behind that. That is a true thing.
That's why
According
she's
to this card that I got this week, that says something different.
What had happened was
Nally sent me a beautiful edible arrangements with strawberries and pineapple, balloons, and
edibles.
Edible arrangement. What?
She's in Colorado.
Yes.
Whoa! You gotta be careful.
Man.
So Hiram, of course, is saying that
bring him in. Tell him to come in.
No, he's saying marine red would look the best.
You may see one maybe next week.
Yep.
Hiram.
Yeah. So
might see marine red next week.
Yeah, we might. So let's do a quick jump over to veteransnetwork.club. You'll see we shared it last week. Some good information here. What we're doing, those that are interested in the giveaways that we have, the information is here. What we're doing with Operation Texas Relief, Paws on the Ground. You'll find that information. So again, for those interested, you go to veteransnetwork.club. The blogs and article will take you here to some of the blogs that we have, specifically Operation Texas Relief, Paws on the Ground. You'll find information for what Liz is doing, how to support her, and what we have collaborated on, to include how to find her social media platforms and so forth. And then we have other blogs here available supporting a spouse with PTSD, surviving military sexual trauma, and a variety of different things. But we also do have the swag shop. The biggest thing, if you buy a shirt or hoodie sock, we are going to go ahead and give those away. I may have some socks right here. Look at that. So here we have some of the socks that we're actually as well giving. So the same logo we have right here. So we have the service disabled veteran as well in a sock. Whoop, whoop. And then we have the Veteran Network logo as well. So
sure.
Yeah. So here we'll be able to find some of the accessories and things that we have for those that are interested. Again, for everyone that is sold, one goes to a homeless veteran. So we showed it last time. We'll show it again. On the left, I don't know why it's screen saved as Navy as the first sample image. I don't know what's happening here.
We still haven't fixed that. Yeah.
Apparently, we seem to be having some technical difficulties. I don't know why the Navy. I know why. It's probably has something to do with where we're at here with things. But I think Nayeli has sabotaged the situation. But again, all jokes aside, maybe Navy. All jokes aside, on the left you'll see the different types of shirts available with brand specifics and the different colors that we have available as well. So those are here. We got Space Force, we got the Marine Corps, different colors to come and so forth. So for Hiram, we have the ability to show here those that shirt as well. So colors are going to be coming as well. So we'll have that option available there with different logos and information. So cool stuff coming, but the ones that are going to be given away will have the disabled veteran, and that way it can be kind of given to whoever can kind of put their hands in the pile to get stuff. So more to follow here, but this is basically one of the efforts that we have that you'll find at veteransnetwork.club. Emphasis here, buy a shirt, hoodie, or sock, and one of those will be also sent to veterans in homeless shelters. So kind of one of the things that we're doing here, but again, you will see that information provided there online. So definitely check that out. Head on over to veteransnetwork.club. I still don't know how we failed with the Navy logo information piece.
I keep thinking that we've fixed it, and I think Nayeli keeps going to sabotage it.
I think that's what's happening.
Fine.
But
there's nothing wrong with it.
We have also, though, a new logo on the way. Hello, what do we have here? So Jay, who never shows up because who knows what he's doing, here's another one that we have, a distress logo. United States Armed Forces, disabled veteran. We have different options, so one has disabled veteran, one doesn't. So this is pretty cool. We'll have things on the sleeves. This one has like a faded logo of the network piece there. So this material is actually pretty sweet. One of the things I like about this sweater, I'll be honest with you, it's literally this. Watch. It has a pocket. Like, you know how most hoodies have like the pocket in the front that goes all the way through? Well, this one actually has like a pocket where it doesn't go all the way through. So in front of the hoodie, literally you put your hands in the hoodie, it's like a little pocket. And I think that's actually pretty sweet. So
nice.
Something new. So there's the hoodie for that one. For those that want to see what the darker colors will look like, I think it pops pretty well. So show that off for the folks to see. And of course, we got Army of the best branch here. So let's just call it what it is.
That's right.
I don't make the rules. I just kind of follow them. That's what I say. We have the network logo there for that one. We do have, again, the socks. We wanted to just show the options that are available for those that are wanting to see what's going to be actually sent out. So pretty cool stuff. And last but definitely not least, the new distress logo that we have on white, which also pops. So just to kind of show. Like that. So on white, it really pops pretty cool. So, just something to kind of switch it up that I think people will enjoy. So, again, every sweater, shirt, sock that is sold, we're matching one to go to a homeless veteran, and we'll be documenting that information. So, let's see here. We have some comments that we'll get to here. Let's see. The Marine Corps is out in strife. So, LB places order, so he's waiting. For his is on the way, so we got some support in place as well. Let's see here. Hiram is happy. He says thank you on the red, which is coming. LB is thankful for the book on the way. He won one of the giveaways that we had as well, so that's something he's appreciative for. Let's see here. Frank is saying, I want my shirt to be red. The option was available. Change my order if possible. Thank you. So basically, he wants that red color too as well. So crayon eaters need their colors. Eric, though, has a good solution and says, hey, just go ahead and buy another one. And another one will be given away. Of course, Frank is, tongue-in-cheek with it. So he said definitely he's going to go ahead and do that. So Jay's having a moment. He said, "I literally went to my mailbox and I did not find a hoodie."
Hey Jay, you're just gonna have to wait with me, brother.
I couldn't hear what you said.
So Frank will be back. He's taking a quick business call. Some good news on Frank's side of the house. He got a distributor to help with the packing on his side, so he has some great news to be able to get those crayons ready to eat going out soon. So, Nayeli, good to see you back again. How did you get here?
Again, I got lured in, lies, pure lies. I know better now. Next week,
it's gonna be the school calling about some kids being sick at school, and you have to take the call via this same
I'm
link.
going to put I'm gonna put all the Slack channels on Do Not Disturb, all the text messages on Do Not Disturb. You know what? I'm gonna put my phone on airplane mode. Nobody can call me next week, text me, nothing.
We're gonna have Amy call you after from school.
Dialing into a team Zoom meeting. That's what it was.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Team meeting, they said.
Team meeting, they said. Eric pretty much has the answer for it. Just get used to it, live with it. You can't fight it. It's literally blood in, blood out. You're stuck.
Man,
what
did I do to deserve this team? What?
That's the question. That's the question. But you are here, so you have to now deal with it.
Did you mute Amy?
Amy muted herself. I didn't mute her, actually.
Amy muted herself.
I said, what did we do to deserve you?
Yes. Yes.
That's the real...
Amazing, funny,
Jay called it. We have a team meeting at 9.
Jay, why don't you jump in here? Jay,
exactly.
Jump in here, Jay. If Nayeli's here, you can be here too, Jay.
That's a good question.
Yes.
That is a good question. There you go. Eric has the answer for you.
Yeah, so I love the way Eric thinks. Yes.
Yes.
See, there you go. It's just it's perspective. That's all it is. Where's Capri? I haven't felt Capri.
I know. I was just thinking that.
It's funny because I know, wait a minute, these comments have been kind of tamed here. I don't know what's going on.
Yes. Let me text Capri and see.
Indeed. So, what's up, Brian? How have you been holding up now that we kind of settled back into normal mode?
Have we settled back into normal mode?
Wow. We hit that kind of hard and heavy. We went right past baby Brian, right into work, because the lady's like, look, we got 10 mics, and we got to start packing, so.
Define a normal mode.
Man, it's, Abby normal. What brain did you get? Abby normal?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's been a hectic week. Lots of things going on, and it just things keep developing. Weather keeps coming. Finally, I finally got down the hill a couple of days ago. It took me 5 tries to get back up the hill, and I think I about nearly blew my engine.
Brian had a whole situation.
I had to back down the hill like 3 or 4 times and just hit it.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is... Yeah.
But
we're glad you made it.
Uncommon for you, is it? Snow isn't uncommon for you in Oklahoma, is it?
Well, it's the first time we've had snow since we've been in this house, which is we live on a steep hill. A lot of trees covering it, so anything that melts elsewhere takes extra long on the steep part of the drive. So
I got you.
But yeah, we're kind of like North Texas, and Oklahoma are very similar. Not usually a bunch of snow.
We're glad that you were able to at least, get back in the house, because you're about to go shut it down and say, you know what, I think I'm going to have to just hunker down here and call it a day.
I thought I was going to have to just crawl in the back and just make phone calls from the car.
So you know what, this is where we're at right now, so we're just going to go ahead and call it and, let it be what it will be.
Snuggle up with my teddy bear and...
Well, we're glad that, you were able to at least get back in. But yeah, this has been crazy with the weather. In the northeastern side of the house, it's been I wouldn't say too crazy, but it's definitely affecting different places in different ways. So it's difficult times for sure for those that are out there, especially like I said in places that they don't have the infrastructure to deal with this, and that's really what it all kind of boils down to. Let's go ahead and raise our spirits up a little bit here with a little Legicam, because every so often we got to just kind of. So little. Yeah, he is out like a light right now. So let's see. D Wade had a comment that she sent over. Let's see. There is now a hotel on fire, and they're having a hard time getting the water to flow. Please say a prayer for these displaced families. So again, and these are the things, again, that really are worth focusing on, because it's the infrastructure too. It's not just the houses and get water and pipes and whatnot. It's just like fire services. Like, these are things that in other places there is the infrastructure to support things like that. So obviously prayers to those families, and just life that continues in the midst of all this. That is.
Yeah, we had a house on fire here in Oklahoma, in the Tulsa area, and the fire department reported that the hydrant itself actually split because of the cold weather, and they had never seen that happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We got Jay here giving us a status report, a little Jedi mind trick. He said he's not the teammate that you guys are looking for. Look away. Look away. Some prayers going up all the way from the other side of the world via Carol for D Wade message that she just shared on the firefighters' dilemmas. Hiram has a special message for you there, Brian. He said you got in a truck to get the mail and then you were stuck.
That's not far from the truth.
Yep.
Actually, we had somebody drop their pickup off that had 4-wheel drive, so that's the only thing that's allowed us to get back out.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
That is, man. So that. Wait a second. You thought it was going to be a quiet night, but Capri is in the house. Capri, we literally solved so many problems. You missed everything. So many things happened.
Yes.
Legend even showed up to the show. We had a singer. We had Marines in the room doing some amazing things. Legend's taking a nap right now, as you can see. It's it was so much activity. Even he got tired, and he's just saying, "Look, it's break time." Capri says, "Sorry that I'm tardy." No, please, we are here. No worries at all. You don't have to worry about that. Just go ahead and click that link and join us while you're at it. What?
Yes.
I think she was getting her hair done last week. Yeah, yes. we have to get Capri to join us for sure.
Yes.
Can't fight it, Capri. It's going to happen.
Yes.
We're going to get you on the show.
Yes.
Oh, man. Let's see. We have also some winners, I think, Brian, as well.
We do.
We do have some winners, so yeah, I'll let you.
Yeah, so like Ellie said, she's one of the previous winners, and so we're going to be getting that book out to her. But for this week, the winner of the book giveaway is none other than Jerry Adams. They're in Greensboro.
Oh, say that one more time in case they didn't hear you.
Jerry Adams.
Jerry Adams.
What?
Jerry's in the house. We saw him earlier, so he's got the book. He won the book for this week. And then for the Clubhouse giveaway, it's none other than Nathaniel Martinez in San Antonio, Texas.
Nathaniel with the invites. And can we just talk about that, man? We have a lot of invites, so we're going to have to actually speed that up because it's been pretty amazing. Just the numbers that we have. We literally have the biggest veteran club in Clubhouse, the app. Some have asked the question, what is Clubhouse? Well, I'll tell you tangibly what really Clubhouse is. It's how we met Liz. It's how we've met the people that we've been talking to. It's how we've been coordinating to do the things that we're doing. So, when someone says, oh, it's kind of just another little app and you're doing stuff like, no, 3 Marines are jumping in a vehicle to take supplies to Texas. We had a news interview today with the local news channel. We have a PR out there release, blogs, websites, donations are being put together, and all these connections, all these folks that are coming together to do this, all met on this app called Clubhouse. And that really goes to show you it's really community. So when you see these shows that we're doing, we're big on saying it's about community, it's about compassion, it's about content. Well, that's literally what's happening in the app. So for those that are not aware, Clubhouse is literally just another app, but it's voice only. So there's no video, there's no fancy graphics, there's no need to type, and because of that means you could just show up and have a conversation. So we've had rooms that are talking rooms only for yoga, mental health, veteran entrepreneur conversations. We've seen disability conversations, VA conversations. Next week we're having Lisa running a social security disability conversation. We have a NASCAR driver who we're going to have an interview with in there as well. We have the Marine rapper as well coming down. So literally it's just meeting people that you just would have not met in a different way because it's live and you're having conversations. That's how Liz and I met in one of the rooms that we were in, and we've collaborated, and that turned into an interview, and then the interview turned into a mobilizing and supporting what they're doing now. So it's an app basically like Facebook. Wherever you're watching us now, it started someplace, and this app, it's in beta, so that's why we're giving away the giveaways. It's open to iPhone only at the moment. It's not open to Android yet, but that's coming. It's going to be open to everyone soon, but right now it is beta, so we're kind of the first movers in there. But the cool thing is we have the ability to share some of that information with folks in the community and just create space to really just kind of talk about what's happening, which I think is awesome. So what are your collective experiences, Brian, Amy, Nayeli?
Well, I want to throw out there that we're also going to have our own David Hensel is going to be hosting a room this coming week with woodworking and mental health. We all know of his skill in the woodworking shop, and then also Sean Gavitt is looking to lead a room regarding TBI. So yeah, there's some good topics coming.
Yeah, I think it's awesome just to be able to, again, to just share those conversations. Create space to talk and share. Nayeli, your thoughts on the Clubhouse?
So cool thing, I was seeing the comments, and there is another veteran this week who followed us here from Clubhouse. So that's cool. Every week we have new people joining us here from Clubhouse. To me, so I'll just share what was pretty cool for me this week. You guys know that I love my Latino rooms. Mm-hmm. That's how I kind of get away from Amy, go hang out in the Latino rooms. What happened this week? I think I was pinged, or I saw somebody in a Latino room talking about the situation in Texas. And then, I joined, and we were able to share Liz's project there. So that was pretty cool to continue to show Liz's project. Liz belongs to that club as well. But I know Liz has been probably busy planning behind the scenes and so I don't know, if she's been in, but being able to talk about what she's doing. And then, from there, other, Latinos that were in there were pinging me to other Texas rooms, to be able to help. So, again, putting Liz's message out there to get as much, exposure to her and what she's doing, the amazing things she's doing. As a female veteran, and, just trying to support wherever she can. And then some of us that are in Texas have been checking on each other because of Clubhouse, and we connect on Instagram, and we've been kind of checking on each other to see that everybody's okay. Kind of, if you're not okay, where are you at? If you lost power, are you okay? Are you with family? Are you with friends? So the connection has been good, to try to, through crazy times, although we don't know hear each other's voices, to make sure that there's still that human touch from it, that we're able to keep in touch, to be able to check on each other. Although it started, for me in the Latino groups, just kind of like BSing, getting to know people from other places. We've been stuck at home for months, and then now to add on to this, so like Texas hurricane season, although we might have not gotten hit by hurricanes last year, we still had rain and still had flooding. So people are dealing from the floodings not so long ago, like the August, September timeframe, and then this again. So it's just been natural disaster after natural disaster, a world pandemic. So, the connection there has been pretty awesome. So that was pretty cool to me this week. We connect with people that normally we wouldn't, because social media, everybody gets tired of the long posts, everybody gets tired of the pictures and the graphics and the that every other platform has. But Clubhouse is voice only. You get to connect with people, you get to communicate with people, and it's all real life or real time. You don't necessarily have to get in there and kind of follow up. So that's been pretty cool for me this week, to be able to communicate with other people that we are.
No, I like it. I think it's been pretty awesome. You'll see on the bottom 202-217-1228 hashtag book. It will give you entry into the books that we're giving away from the folks that we're talking to. Hashtag Clubhouse CH will give you information for what we're doing to get invites sent out to folks as well. And then for the PS5 that we're giving away, same thing, hashtag PS5 will give you the entry. We'll send that information out as well. So obviously over 18, continental US, one entry per individual. So that's going to be given away towards the end of the month. So we're collecting information on that for those that are out there. So that information is scrolling. It's the same number. So basically you have the ability to text, again, hashtag PS5, hashtag book, or hashtag CH for Clubhouse to be sent an invite to 202-217-1228. So we have that. Jerry says thank you for his being selected there. He's also closing on his second claim for physical disability. So fingers crossed for you, Jerry, and the amazing things that will come your way, my brother. We also have a regular veteran, again from Clubhouse as well, who we met, sent me a message. We're going to be hosting some rooms. He's doing some amazing things. So if you see the comment there, you can click on his profile. It'll take you to his YouTube channel and the cool stuff that he is doing. Will be people having to listen to his voice. I won't talk about letters being read on the Clubhouse today.
DP may or may not become a celebrity reader. That's for another day.
That is definitely a whole different thing for sure. Capri, well, what the freaking iPhone do I buy? Holy hell, there's a billion of them. The latest will do. Amy will provide and support. So there's that part.
Yes.
What did she say? Well, thank God I could have caught COVID standing in line staring at phones all day. Oh no.
Capri.
One question that came over: are there any room for vets with PTSD? Literally, yes. So literally, we are hosting in Clubhouse under the Veteran Network umbrella. For those that are in Clubhouse, if you look up Veterans Network, you will find our club. We have rooms for mental health. We have yoga, mindfulness. We are having guided meditations. We are talking entrepreneurship. We are talking about nonprofits. We're having interviews. Literally, you name it. I believe that a community needs more than one thing. So that's what literally we're aiming to do. So people are coming up left and right to support what we're doing and lending their services, their skill sets to be able to pay it forward. A variety of things going on. People telling their stories, people just kind of holding each other accountable and just talking. And the great thing is you don't have to worry about being in a place where like your face is being seen and you have to put the camera on, pop a headset in, you can listen to what's going on, and it just works. So that's literally the power of what's happening there, which is amazing. So it's just really easy and not very intrusive. So I would say for sure that's one of the things, one of the comments that was put up. Greg, we host regular rooms on mental health, including PTSD, even trauma-sensitive yoga, like we talked with therapist Jen, which you all may have seen on Tuesdays at noon. We even have on Fridays bio audits. Christine is doing bio audits on people's bios in there, so that's amazing. Literally love hear from a regular veteran saying thanks. Love seeing what you guys are up to. Let's see here. We got some questions here in a second. We got Capri. Oh, computer. Mine has the camera and it's great too. Pops out the top of the day monitor. Capri is just preparing for coming onto the show. It's going to happen.
Yes.
Appreciate you, Eric, for hanging out with us as always on his side of the house. Dream bigger, live better. Awesome. Amy, what do you like for Clubhouse?
I think it's a great networking tool. We've met some really great people. It's been very uplifting and positive. I like how you can just really just listen if you're at the gym, if you're at the store, if you're cooking, if you're cleaning, you can just have the earpiece in and just listen. And there's just so many different options, different rooms that you can be a part of. Pretty much anything and everything that you have of interest, they have rooms. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just think it's great. Eric and Frank, we met on Clubhouse. Mm-hmm. So been amazing people to connect with, and they hold their own rooms. And so yeah, I love it. I think it's a great app. I don't have as much free time as Nayali to sit on it for 12 hours, but
that's not confirmed. That may or may have not happened.
It's not free time. I'm cleaning. I'm answering emails. Like, I don't have to have time. It's just in the background.
Nayeli may or may not have been called to speak at a moment on the stage while she had her phone across the room while she was cleaning, and it was like, Nayeli, what do you have to say about this? And she was like, like a cartoon. Literally got that. She was like, hello, yes, part of me being out of breath.
Sorry, I'm out of breath. I had to run across the room.
Yes. I was like, you can't be making me run like this. The phone was dying. I didn't want to have DP battery, so I put my phone
don't have DP battery.
You don't want DP battery.
Yeah, I was cleaning up, and Lisa called me out, and I'm like, oh, sweet baby, let's hope I don't fall, because, you know, COVID, we're out of shape, so... I made it, though. I made it.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's like a hack right there. Just put your phone in the other room, wait for somebody to call you, and then run to the phone. It is a way to live.
It's a good workout, right? Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Clubhouse has helped me. Just listening to different topics is great. Is a great learning experience. We had a room on. So I'm, in life, people will see this stuff that we do. I have no background whatsoever in production or any of this stuff. I am a self-proclaimed hacker when it comes to life. And I just, things are interesting. I just deep dive. I learn. I talk. I ask people questions. And that's really been my secret in life. I just like to talk and really learn from people. So I say that to say that what's been amazing is learning about nonprofits, literally, by being in nonprofit rooms. Learning about YouTube by being in rooms with YouTube people that do this professionally. Being in rooms with people that are subject matter experts in what they do. Elon Musk was on the app. All these individuals that literally you would never have a chance to actually listen to are actually there. Nayeli pinged me today to a room with a Marine Corps veteran who only has about 200 followers, and nobody's paying him any mind. Come to find out, the guy has 2.5 million followers on YouTube. I'm like, holy cow! And he's there. Tell him that. Tell him that.
So another lesson learned from Clubhouse. Don't ping DP in a room, because DP will get called on stage and then he'll call you out. Another episode today where I was not prepared and DP calls me out and I'm like, sweet Jesus. Now this is a guy who I was like, oh, interesting guy talking about things that I'm interested in. So I go through his bio and it says 2.5 million followers. So I'm like, he knows a thing about growing channels and growing platforms. So I ping DP. And then he raises his hand, and I'm like, "Oh, sweet Jesus, here we go. How do I exit? How do I exit out of here?" But he was a Marine, and his background's different, but nonetheless, he's a veteran. And I'm like, this would be interesting. And long story short, DP ends up on stage and calling me out, and I'm like, "How do I leave?" You guys know I don't like talking in those rooms, unless it's my people.
I don't like talking in those rooms either, but I'm still happy to show up.
You raised your hand. He was gonna call. He answered our question, and it was great knowledge and information for us. But you could have done that on your own. You didn't need backup support.
We always move as a unit. There's no such thing as going at these things alone.
I'm like, I'll never ping you into a room again.
That's lies. You said that like how many rooms ago, and you keep doing it. So if that's what makes you feel good, that's fine. I get it. But
look,
there'll be another room.
I was just trying to learn. You know.
We did learn.
Nope. I did learn, but I had to talk too. It's always better when I learn without talking.
Whenever Nayali gets pinged to talk, she always has technical difficulties. It seems.
I do, or I have phone calls with my vets every time. It doesn't fail. My vets know the timing, perfect timing.
So I think it'd be cool just to kind of show folks a little something here. So here is an example of a room that we were in for financial literacy for veterans under the Veterans Network Club. So this is what the app looks like, right? We're not violating the app because we're just showing a screenshot of one of our rooms, but it's live only. It's not being recorded or anything. Frank's back in the room, so he'll appreciate what we're about to say here because he was actually in the room as well. So Crayon Rated E, you'll see him here to the left as well. That's him here on the screenshot. But this is what the app looks like. Literally, you're in there, and those that are on a stage are the ones above where it says followed by speakers, and then under that it says audience. So that's kind of how you navigate the app. You can kind of scroll down and see how many people are in the app or in the room. So it can range from 5 people to 6,000 people. I've seen and been in rooms of all those magnitudes. So my point is, here we're having a conversation of financial literacy. You see the microphones of those that are talking. Alexander to the top left is talking, while Joey, I, and the rest are just kind of listening. And we're having conversation about financial literacy for veterans. And the topics range of what we're doing. But literally, as you can see, there's no texting. There's no cameras on. It's just you're muted or you're unmuted. And that's literally the power of being able to have these conversations and be in this space because it's just that simple. There's nothing else that we have to do. So it's pretty cool. So when you look at the fact that this is a new platform, I want to say Veterans Club at the moment is at 1.6 thousand veterans. I think, which is amazing, in literally a few weeks. We only got in there towards the end of December, really got active the first week of January. Out of my numbers, I don't know what happened, but they went kind of berserk along with the club. So it's been interesting to be able to have people actually following because they want to listen to what we're saying and doing. And when the Yelly put me into the room, I raised my hands to speak and asked the question. And, he literally said, well, I'm just a Marine. I'm a crayon eater. And I'm like, well, funny you should say that. Frank's in the audience, and he actually created CREs. And he was like, what? I was like, yes, crayons rated E. It's a real thing. And it's one of those things where Frank was just like, hey, I'm just popping in because I saw that you were jumping in a room, so I want to see what you were talking about. And lo and behold, he pops in. And I'm saying, hey, Frank's here. Let's talk about his product. And it was amazing because, Antonio, who was running the room, again, has a YouTube following of 2.5 million. So obviously, he knows what he's doing. But on the app, he's new, so people don't really know. But to be able to even get Frank and his product in front of other Marines who are doing amazing things, it's about planting those seeds that hopefully will lead to other things. So we saw what happened with Liz. Just collaborating with her led to being called on the news to have a conversation. And that's really the business. It's just Veterans Network. We're networking. We're having conversations. We're basically paying it forward. I think if we do it from a genuine place, that's what's making everything unique and different for us. So that in a nutshell is really Clubhouse. Nothing too crazy. It's a simple app. Frank, it was awesome. Thank you. We're messaging one another. Just look at that.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Like, look at that. Like, that's literally, to me, the best thing out of all this. Frank just was,
Wait, Frank, you're messaging Antonio?
I think so.
Is that...
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so let us know, Frank. Were you able to actually get messaging with Antonio? Because if so, that's a pretty cool thing to highlight.
That is.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God,
yeah.
Awesome, Frank.
That literally makes my heart completely just full.
That was completely worth being pulled on stage by DP.
Yeah. So for the record, if you're ever with me somewhere, those of you now who should know me or have been around, I'm not one to kind of stand by myself. It's always a team effort. That's why we do this in collaboration. So the theme of what happened in the room was growing your YouTube channel. I would ask, if you're watching this, check out our YouTube channel. David DP Pineda is where these things are being held as well, so we can share with others. Some people are not on Facebook, so it's easier to be on YouTube. So I'm being open to the fact of going there. I will, full disclaimer, share with you all the nuggets that a mega YouTube person gave me. A person who is a Marine with 2.5 million followers, with a great page actually on men's, appearance. Like, it's his whole niche is amazing. And people are going up and they're asking questions and they're like, well, production this and that, and, try this and niche down. And I kind of go up there and do my little thing. And I'm just like, hey, just DP here, my service dog, just having conversations. We kind of put a little club together here called Veterans Network, which just happens to be the biggest club for veterans in Clubhouse. So, no, nothing too crazy. So we do all that stuff. And literally, Nayeli can tell you, everybody else is getting all this tidbits of share this or, use this or use that. And all that he says is, yeah, you should just give them some more DP. That's what you just need to do. Document more and do more of you. More of you is what's missing. More authenticity, more transparency. Everybody's putting up a front. You're not, so give us more of that. I'm like, God.
So I have a question for you.
Oh.
Have you ever heard that before?
I have. That's why I called you to stage. And I literally said it. I said, to the delight of Nayeli, everything you said has been what she has been preaching over and over, which is just documenting more, sharing more, being able to talk about what we're doing.
Nayeli, though.
Well, it's a language barrier, probably. I don't know what's going on.
Probably. I don't speak, to Amy's credit, I don't speak Mexican, Puerto Rican, so that's why you don't listen.
Yeah, I'll actually pull up the for those that asked. I know someone asked here.
I am just so excited for Frank.
I literally that has made my day.
That has made my day for sure.
I'll bring up here now the channel in question. We do a quick check on Leggy. Leggy is he's rolled over and taken a little sleep. So as you can see here, he's just like, oh, I'm taking a little nap right now. So it's pretty cool.
Liz just sent
what?
They're up to 1,700 now. They were at 400 earlier, and now they're at 1,700. So that's awesome. Yes.
That is the power of us coming together. Let me bring it over here for folks to take a look at. So again, kind of giving him, obviously he doesn't need us to make noise for him or anything, but this is the channel, which is Real Men, Real Style. He is a Marine veteran. You can find him on YouTube, Real Men, Real Style. He has a few subscribers. That little M throws me off. My little 311 subscribers helps. Like, hey, we're going. But it's amazing. Again, he opened up a room and he was just sharing of himself and what he's doing. So that was good to just kind of hold that space and be able to network. So thank you, Nayeli, obviously, for paying us into that room to be able to do that. So, I'll listen to Nayeli at some point. But it's about the community. It's about us.
Yeah.
Antonio kind of agreed with Nayeli. There should be definitely someone has to stand up. And I do acknowledge that. We're coming at this from a whole different place. So it's not about being braggadocious. It's not about doing anything, for self-promotion. But if a veteran can see what we're doing and they can see that we're able to be disabled but not unable, that even if I have a service dog, I can help and do something. Look at what Liz was able to do. Where was she at today early, Amy, before we kind of put everything together for her Venmo? She was at what amount, you said?
400.
400. Where's she at? Where she's at now?
1,700.
So
one thing that he did say, and DP's probably gonna hate me for this.
Oh Jesus!
Cuss me out on a message later. He said that he's a veteran. Obviously, he's not in that space. So, he said something about to own his veteran status because a lot of people shy away, kind of like him. He's into menswear and perfume and all that stuff. So he's not even like putting his status out there. And he's like, that's what we're missing in the YouTube world. Like, there aren't no influencers. And I know DP hates this word, but so I followed a couple of, people in different industries and different niches, but, to find out that they're veterans. And I'm like, why don't they highlight that on their platform? And so that's what he said. You need to be an influencer for veterans. You need to put yourself out there because we don't have enough on the platform speaking up for veterans or relating to veterans. And I know that that's what DP's big on, like, forget like the veteran benefits or veteran education benefits, just connecting with other veterans. Like, I'm able to do something and I think I'm screwed up, so if I think I am and I'm still able, so can you. So I think that, you know, for him to hear that from somebody who has 2.5 and somebody who doesn't have, you know, it was, to me, it was impactful to this guy who doesn't know him, to tell him that, because there is a need for people to, you know, kind of rally and support veterans. And he already does that. He just forgets to hit record because he doesn't do it for the record portion of it. He does it for the right reasons. So I really liked that he touched on that today.
Yeah. No, you can't disagree with the facts. So it's an interesting space to be in, but being able to see things as they're happening, before our own eyes. Frank, for example, here sharing, I couldn't do what happened today without y'all support. DPC, the Warrior Council group. I'll check it out right now. We're also part of the Vetpreneur Tribe, and we're part of the Warrior Council, which is a smaller group of entrepreneurs doing amazing things. So it's literally amazing. So I'm actually checking it out right now, my brother, and seeing what's going on in there. All right, so there's an update. So one of the things that was holding Frank back was basically this thing. So it's just amazing, to see all this stuff just happen, and the fact that we can play our part in paying that forward and being there for others. To me, just speaks volumes. So it's a good time to be alive and kind of do the things that we are doing. Awesome. Alrighty, so yeah, so the big lessons learned here is paying attention to some of the stuff that Nayeli has said, and her counterparts. Capri apparently is agreeing with Nayeli, so we
Yeah.
are becoming a force to be reckoned with collectively. I love it. Awesome. Alrighty, so man, that was, like I said, that was a lot of good stuff there. I think we can start shutting it down. I think we hit it hard. We got a lot of good stuff. We had a serenade. We had literally some singing going on. We got Marines hitting the ground running. So it is pretty dope to see all of this happening.
Yes.
Yeah, we finally got some singing going on, but it wasn't Amy yet.
Not Amy.
So.
Yes.
Amy did not sing, but we did get some singing, so that does count.
It was karaoke with Amy.
It was karaoke
Amy
with
was
Amy.
lip syncing with him, though.
It was karaoke with Amy.
No, Amy did not sing. Somebody else came in and sang. Marcus came in and sang, and serenaded D Wade for her birthday.
Capri was about to get you.
Oh, Capri was like, "What do you mean somebody sang?"
Right.
It was not Amy. Don't worry.
No, Amy was lip syncing, so
She pulled the mic out, but it was no song happening. Awesome. So
You guys just didn't hear me.
maybe next week. But as that kind of happens, Brian, what are some of your closing thoughts as we start to wrap it up?
wow. Just keep everybody in these hard hit areas in mind, and if you can do something to support the local animal shelters, or the work that Liz and Alexis and all that they're doing. It's great work. So a lot of people in need, and it really is, whenever you see that up and close, how people go days without water and other supplies. It's a difficult time.
No, I think that's amazing. Amy, on your side.
Same thing. Thank you guys for joining in tonight. Echo everything that Brian said. And just remember to be present, give yourself grace, reach out to your strong friends. Remember that the heaviest thing to pick up is a phone, not a microphone, but and yeah, I'm just thankful for another week here. It's been a crazy busy week. It's flown by. I can't believe it's Friday, and now I can't believe we've been doing this for almost 2 hours already. This night kind of flew by too.
Yeah.
Yes, but thank you to everybody and for Nayali for blessing us with her presence again, 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, so
Don't get used to that.
Look forward to another good busy week, and looking forward to next Friday with y'all, Nayali included.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just go ahead and make
Neely,
her part of the overlay, the permanent
yeah,
overlay.
it's coming permanent. What are some of your closing thoughts, Neely?
Honestly, I just am freaking amazed by Frank's new connection, and that's really all I have to say. Like, I'm over here just still excited about Frank's new connection. So, yeah.
Well, speaking of Frank, this is a little excerpt from the message that he shared on the packing side. So the connection was made, but right after that, he had some calls as well. So
the other ones have been, I know this, I know that one. 4 guaranteed co-packers and a company with a warehouse to hold our product and ship it within 50 miles of the same location of one of them particularly. So I called them. One called me back and is eager to help us get our product into their facility if they can do it, and wants us to get our recipe to them and our product, which we're working on that details, and we found out that we can ship one for testing purposes. So sorry, only one is getting shipped is to the facility for testing purposes.
So he is literally wheeling and dealing and connecting. So it's amazing that, again,
Yep.
right time, preparation has met timing, and it's all kind of coming together. So that to me is a great highlight of just what this network really brings, and being able to speak up and collaborate and support each other. I think we could do so much more if we work together versus trying to have silos because of this space over here, that space over there. Like, no, if we can literally create space for different individuals, I think that's the powerful piece of what we can do. So I definitely am happy that that is something that we were able to support for him, which is amazing. Quick notes, tomorrow we have Sound Off kicking off. We have Dr. Mark Goulston, the conversation him and I have had. We have some work coming up as well, which will be pretty cool. So he is actually a leading figure in the psychiatry world, specifically dealing with suicide, mental health. He's done it for many, many years. So it's amazing what he can do and what he's done. The conversation specifically we're having is about surgical empathy. He's written books on these different things. So tomorrow that is airing on our YouTube channel. So I encourage you all to definitely check that out. Some amazing things that are definitely coming down the pipe. So wanted to just give a quick call to that. Let's see here.
Yeah, congratulations, Frank.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like we're
to
seeing
Frank.
like baby Frank's baby like growing up with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are literally seeing it all happening right before our very eyes, and again, it's just awesome to be able to support and just do that, and just be able to all grow together, right? There's no reason why we can't build community and space to support one another. So this is again happening tomorrow on YouTube. Dr. Mark will be a great conversation. A lot of good things are coming. We're working on a series called The Hurt Locker, where we're going to really get deep down into the topic of hurt, suicide, depression. So deep stuff, but we're going in there with literally the heavy guns. So Capri definitely chimed in and said, baby crayon eaters, we're seeing it grow and happen. So that is awesome. But yeah, I'm blessed again with the team that I'm able to have to be able to do the things that we do for everything that we do, stepping up and showing up and just supporting stuff. So again, matched to a veteran who is homeless. You'll also see in the blog section the press release for Operation Texas Relief that we have in place with Liz heading on that way. So that's going to be awesome. So good things are happening. Definitely support, get involved if you can and have the ability, or share it and socialize it. So as we wrap up, we'll bring baby Brian up. We'll bring up some comments like we always do. And like Amy said, check on each other, because that's literally what this is about, what Veterans Network's about, what veterans are about. Whether you're a veteran, active duty, male spouse, or a supporter of the veteran space, this is the space that we hold together. Let us roll. Let's get baby Bron.